Well, one area where the bulls have been in full control has been the one e-commerce stock or one key e-commerce stock, Just Dial. We just told you on Friday that an investor in the IPO of Just Dial actually just doubled his money. And at this moment, despite the kind of profit taking you're seeing in that stock, still continuing with fairly decent gains compared to the IPO itself. So the Just Dial founder and CEO VSS Mani joins in this e-commerce conversation, a theme which Aditya Narayan, our guest editor, picked up for us today. Also joining in this conversation is Sandeep Malhotra, CEO of Home Shop 18. One disclosure, Home Shop 18 is an associate company of this group which owns the TV18 channel. Well, gentlemen, welcome to this discussion. First, to you, Mr. Mani, the markets have given such a huge thumbs up to Just Dial. What's the kind of sales growth? And if you can extend beyond, exponentially draw up for us how revenues look like growing, not just this year, but FY15 as well.
Good morning, Lata. First, I don't want to comment on the market cap and the price of the stock because it's so surreal. And two, we have a policy of not making forward.
My question was on revenues, sir.
Giving
not
guidance.
Not on prices. Yeah.
Correct, but the issue is that we don't even give guidance. So the day we decide to give guidance, I definitely will go to the press, media, and talk about it. So I think you can speak to some of the analysts. They have better idea about our business, and they can guide you on that. But yes, I can only say that the trend that you're seeing this year looks very much like this trend would continue for years to come, because as far as our business is concerned, I don't think we have even scratched our surface. The market is so big, so huge, and there's so many new opportunities. So we are very excited about that.
Okay. Mr. Mani, one of the things that we have seen with your numbers is that people using mobile phones to log on to the internet has started log on to your site. That's been tending to rise. How material do you think that is? And for a market like India, is that really the next big leg of growth? And just looking out 3-5 years, how dominant do you think that's going to be as far as your own profile is concerned?
So if you look at India, I think we have always faced challenges when it comes to infrastructure, especially hard infrastructure. So what happens with the mobile phone is you do not require that much of a hard infrastructure, and particularly if you have an internet available at a reasonably cheap price, and the cost of smartphones have, as you know, that you get really smartphones at less than $100 these days, which have the ability to give you the wow experience, which probably the first generation iPhone had it. So with that, I think the biggest change has been the handset cost that has really dropped, and the cost of getting access to internet. As you can see, some of the companies are even advertising 1 rupee and watch 1 rupee a video and things like that. So always there was this challenge about the last mile connectivity, which is now there. Now, with the connectivity being there, companies like us tremendously benefit because our business thrives on 24/7 access to internet. As you know, the new avatar of Just Dial, if you go and visit our mobile version of our site or even the web version of that, you could see so many things, like you can see a shop, you can see its products, you can see videos, you can even transact now. So there we feel that with this growth of internet penetration, although through mobile phones, it's going to be a huge advantage for us.
Okay, you are not going to give us much in terms of numbers on revenues, but directionally, can you tell us whether margins will keep improving, Mani? Do you think you may have to spend on advertisements just as you gain from ads? You may have to spend on them because there will be competition in this space as well.
I don't know about competition, but the products that we are envisioned and the ones that we are rolling out definitely need some kind of an evangelist activity and promotion. So we would continue to spend money on that. But margins would also continue to improve as you go forward year on year because of the basic access to our services getting more online, which doesn't cost, it actually costs a fragment of hardly anything to service an extra customer or a usage. So definitely you will see the margin growth.
Aditya?
Okay. Mr. Mani, two questions here, and this is in the context that India is now has the third largest number of internet users in the world. The first question is, with India becoming so big, a lot of the global search companies have come to India. So, do you see that as competition, and if so, how do you tend to tackle that? The second thing is, and this is just conjecturing, but if you look at some of the Chinese e-commerce companies, they are massive in terms of both revenues, but more so in terms of market cap. When do you think Indian companies as a group are going to get anywhere close to that number?
Well, the time has come now. Let's look at e-commerce as such. Why would we want to buy something online, or let's say even go online and check out? I think the first reason could be for comparison of a product. So if you want to buy a particular product and you want to see what are the other comparable products available. Two is the convenience, the ease at which you can buy the product, like sitting at home or office, wherever you are. And three is the price advantage. Now, I think Indian e-commerce companies have got these three things right so far. And the fourth element which was missing was the trust aspect, which is like, if I pay online to my credit card, can I trust this company? So that has been very smartly overcome by the new age e-commerce companies. They have got into this cash on delivery model, so they cracked it. But if you look at e-commerce as such, even in the most mature market like United States of America, it's only 6% of commerce. 94% is still offline.
Okay.
So what we see is, in India in particular, there's a huge potential of getting more and more business online. I'll explain to you why. The reason that a lot of this business, even in the United States, is still offline is primarily for two basic reasons. One is that, can I get instant gratification? Can I get the same day delivery? No, not many services offer that. Not many. Even Amazon is today talking about instant gratification and same day delivery. They're talking about some, their own logistics and all that. If you crack that same day delivery model, you would definitely have a major portion of your offline trade getting onto online. We see worldwide a huge opportunity, what we call it as from online to offline, which means the basic stuff the person would do online and execution may end up being offline. Now, this could even be for services like taking an appointment with your doctor. You could just go online and fix an appointment rather than calling up the doctor's clinic. If you want to order food from a restaurant, instead of calling up, you would just go to a site like Just Dial, look at the digital menu card and select the menu items where you may even get the most ordered list or your previous order and make life so easy. So if you can bring in that instant gratification bit in India, India could actually surprise the world in terms of the number of transactions, because in India we have a huge population of entrepreneurial community, which part of the world you get a service like you order for a strip of a crocin medicine and somebody would come home and deliver it.
Fair enough.
That happens here. So you would see that as going forward, when more people get online and companies such as Just Dial take this as a big advantage, and our job is never to disrupt the existing players. We actually go and empower and enable the businesses who are offline.
Yep.
Give them that online strategy, and the technology. So I am very, very bullish about e-commerce in India.
Mani, run out of time, so let's get the e-commerce player who should be promising this kind of same-day delivery. Sandeep Malhotra of Home Shop 18 is with us. Sandeep, you have actually more TV shopping and internet shopping. Which one is more, and where are the margins more?
Well, we actually have a pretty hybrid model, which is, so we're not really e-commerce. I think we are virtual retail. There are three screens that we operate on, which is the television, the internet, and the mobile. And all three serve a completely different purpose, because for a consumer, when he's at home, it's television. On the go is mobile, and at work is the internet. And all three of them are growing very, very rapidly. Currently, I think our 24-hour home shopping business, which is through television, is the fastest growing, purely because of the acceptance and penetration, and it's the only means by it's the only virtual means where you can actually demonstrate a product and get consumer confidence in at the quickest. Quarter on quarter, I think the internet and television are both growing at somewhere between 25 to 35% on a quarter on quarter growth.
Okay.
Sandeep, I have two questions for you on this. Firstly, say let's just take a hard number. 8 years on, which business do you think is going to be the largest for you? And that should be an easy answer, at least a single word answer. The second thing is in context to what Mani referred, which is the payment system they've cracked by this payment on delivery. Do you see that as the payment system going forward? Is that a hindrance, or is that something that's going to sustain? And from a cost perspective, does that make any kind of a difference? Negative, I would presume, but does it make any real difference?
Okay, so let me just break that into two parts. The first 8 to 10 years down the road, which of these would be faster? I think both are going to keep growing, primarily because the penetration of both television and the internet, both these mediums are pretty underrepresented, or the penetration has huge headrooms. There will be two different kinds of customers coming on board. Television will get and is getting a slightly older audience, whereas the internet would get a slightly younger audience. The pace of penetration on internet is much faster than the penetration of television. So hence, I think somewhere down the road, internet would be the faster growing of the two. But you never know, mobile could surprise us completely. With the amount of search that is happening on the mobile right now, it's just a matter of time that everyone who's searching on the mobile will move to a transactional mode very, very soon. So I personally think there is huge headroom in all three formats of transacting, but there may be different kind of customers who would come on each of these formats, and I think that's the important part. On the payment mechanisms, I think Mani said a very correct thing. The number one priority for all of us, whether we sell through television or the internet or the mobile, is to build consumer confidence. You must remember that in the US, it took 5 decades to move from a mom and pop store to e-commerce. What happened in the US in 5 decades is actually happening in India in 2 years. So it is a fairly new phenomena. But cash on delivery is something that we brought in purely from a consumer confidence and convenience. I think it's something which is here to stay. It is more expensive. It is not an easy one, but I think we can't wish it away. Credit card penetration is pretty low, but I think cash on delivery, we are a cash economy. So there is no way cash on delivery is going to disappear.
Fair enough. Actually, we have to wind up this conversation. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. A very important guest joins us now from the policy space, Mr. Sri Prakash Jaiswal.